All right, we're here with the ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 character Rehab with me, Andre Lambert. Today I will be discussing Ghost Rider. Okay, guys, so I'm going to go over his basics, specials, movement, assistance, supers, and a little bit about advanced tactics with Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider is a maniacal zoning character. There's not too much advanced to speak about him, but there are some advanced tactics that I'll show you guys. So this is his standing jab, and I'll show you his crouching jab, which is his light attack, for those of you who would like me to speak the lingo of Marvel vs. Capcom 3. And generally, these two moves, as they are the same attack and pressed with the same button, have no use outside of combos. So that's about as much as I can say about those moves. As for his standing medium and his crouching medium, they advance Ghost Rider forward. So with that, you can use these moves to counter special moves in which you're out of range, or the opponent thinks you're out of range, and you can deceive them with the Kara and be in range. So for those of you who don't know what a Kara is a move where you empty cancel a whiffed attack to gain distance to make an attack that would normally not reach at that distance hit. So besides that, his crouching medium is really cool because it's like a counterattack poke. It's used to keep opponents out or give Ghost Rider that spacing he needs again. Now you can see me messing with the stand fierce here, and it can be used with his forward heavy for a little two-hit combo that leads into more bigger damage, and it's actually generally safe on block. As you can see, Super Scroll is pressing a button right after I do it, and he's having a hard time punishing me here. So you guys can feel free to go ahead and overuse that. As for his crouching C is ridiculous. It helps with his overall zoning game because people approaching on the ground will get tripped and comboed, and then they'll start to second guess themselves. So they'll stop, drop, and basically roll for you, and it kind of shuts down their forward moving momentum. As for his S speaks for itself. It's a mid-screen anti-air. You can press it right after you press crouching C or forward heavy, so you feel free to use that move too, just like you use the other ones. His jump heavy can be used as an air-to-air when you feel that someone has predicted your other anti-airs. His jump S is also very good and be used as his primary air tool for zoning. Alright, so as for Ghost Rider specials, I'll be dealing with the Hellfire specials. Hellfire L will OTG. It'll be the primary special move used before ending a combo with a super, probably, or, to continue combos. Hellfire M fires directly forward, and Hellfire H pretty much is used as an anti-air. It's kind of slow, so you want to use this preemptively. Now, as for his Dragon Punch motion L, M, and H moves, they all do something different. L and M are used for zoning and to continue combos. As you can see, one causes wall slam forward and one causes wall slam up. As for the heavy punch version of these moves, Ghost Rider will whip the chain and send out, I don't know how much durability these projectiles have, but it sure does take up a lot of the screen. So this is one of his primary zoning tools he's going to be wanting to use. Also, Ghost Rider has his quarter circle back light, medium, and heavy version of these grapple attacks. These grapple attacks will be used also as combo enders. The light punch version drags you into him, and he can there OTG you with Hellfire and combo off of it. The medium punch version actually grabs you, blows you up, and sends you back into zoning range for Ghost Rider. And the fierce punch version will spin you around and toss you away from Ghost Rider, no matter where he did it from. So let me just show you guys some examples of that. That is the medium punch version of quarter circle back M. As you can see, it blew Super Scroll back into the corner, and that is the heavy version of the move. And as I said, it will slam you away from Ghost Rider no matter what. Now, this is a command normal I just wanted to go over. It's not exactly a special, but this is called, I guess it's called Hellfire again because he's saying it. But basically, this thing packs a whole bunch of durability up. It'll kill all the drones if timed correctly. It'll stay on screen, and basically, once it's out, Ghost Rider's protected. It's like a shield. So, for Ghost Rider's first assist, I don't know why that transitioned by so fast, but it's the wall chain L, forward, down, down, forward. It'll cause a wall slam. It's used in conjunction with to continue your combos if your character doesn't possess a wall slam themselves. Ghost Rider's Hellfire Assist, though, possesses the same durability that the move does as if Ghost Rider was on screen. So this is a very good assist. It's good for shielding you from when you don't have a character who can win the projectile wars. As you can see, killed all the drones. And for his third assist, it will be his Hellfire Assist. This assist is an OTG assist, so it's used just to continue combos if you really need Ghost Rider for that. Because I don't suggest, Ghost Rider, as that type of character, your secondary. But if he is, he is. As for Ghost Rider's movement, he has a decent wave dash. Not the best one in the game, but having a wave dash is better than not having one. For those of you who are Shenko players, you know what it's like not to have a wave dash. So having one is fair. Also, you're going to want to use his Karas. You want to use his Karas to get around screen. He doesn't have too much movement outside of that besides bunny hopping and using jump S. So you guys can go ahead and take a look at what I'm doing here and figure out if you can figure out anything from what you see visually besides my voice. So as you can see here, Sentinel thought he was safe to bunny hop there, but I Kara'd and he was not safe. But you do have to be accurate. I'm not saying it's going to be something that you guys can just go ahead and spam. You got to put a little thought into it, but once you do, you'll have your zoning in there. Alright, Ghost Rider supers. The first super I want to go over Ghost Rider is the super that will be primarily used to end combos, besides the motorcycle. This super causes a ton of damage and slams the opponent full screen away where they're back in the range that they don't want to be, generally. As for this motorcycle super, he has 4 different versions of the super, and it's all different depending on which button you press. If you do the super and you leave it alone, it'll OTG you and it'll just keep running forward. If you press medium punch with it, he'll like hop with the motorcycle and it'll cause like a wall bounce. And the fish version will also hit you and cause a wall bounce. And as you saw there, the S version will ride up on you. Actually, I'm showing these again all over again. That was the high punch version. I don't want to slow myself down. That was the medium punch version, which hops upon you as you saw. And now we're into Pendant Stare, I guess. And with the Pendant Stare here, right, he hits you with a very powerful level 3. Does 450, one of the most damaging in the game. And you can actually combo from this. So I'm going to show you guys that right now. It actually causes a stun state in which the opponent can still be comboed for big damage. Now remember, that's a level 3, guys, so you're going to want to use that. You can also Kara into it too. So you guys... I'll take a minute here while you guys watch these bread and butters. Some of these bread and butters are basically bread and butters where you have to watch where you are on the screen. You always have to pay attention to where the wall is when you're with a Ghost Rider, because you can land some big damage if you're aware of where the wall is. So here goes bread and butter number 2. Ooh. Alright, and when we get to the third one, you'll see what I'm talking about in terms of spacing when it comes to combos with Ghost Rider. So here I realized I was closer to the wall. Okay, so I used a different special move ender before using Hellfire. And this one is a special one to me because I want to launcher, get him to the corner so that I can best do my little motorcycle OTG here. Okay, so, I mean, that pretty much does it. Ghost Rider's bread and butters are generally all like each other. They just have different spacings in which you're supposed to use different special moves and enders to get different rewards and damage for it. It's like I said, Ghost Rider's all about positioning. He's a maniacal zoning character. As for the assists that go with him, Ghost Rider just screams, I need an assist that helps me keep you away. So basically, Ghost Rider's great at zoning, so once he has you zoned, he basically puts an assist out there that kind of forces you. It's like another obstacle, if you know what I'm saying. You got through the chains, and then here comes this assist, just telling you to get away. Like, imagine Jam Session. You just got mid-screen, you just closed the gap in, and then Jam Session just pushes you away, and you're like, geez, I'm getting frustrated. Like, how do I get in again? So think of it like that. Now, let's get into some advanced positioning and tactics with Ghost Rider. Now, there aren't too many, but we'll still go over them, just to be fair. Now, Jump S, as basic as that sound, is very advanced. You want to watch what angle you do this move from. If you're bunny hopping, you kind of want to do it at the peak of your jump. Why? So you can get all 3 hits. When you're dashing around with Ghost Rider, watch for where your opponent is. If they're too close, throw out that crouching medium. Don't be scared, it has a huge hitbox. And then chain it with a special move, because why? Generally, most of the special moves are safe on block. Don't know why, they cause the good spacing. You also want to use down medium Hellfire. Why? Like I just showed you right there. If it lingers out and the opponent runs into it, you get a combo off of it. So always keep that in mind. Hellfire is the way to go. When you're not sure what to do, just throw Hellfire. And I'm not talking about the special move version, okay? I'm talking about the command normal, which is back H. You also want to Kara and use that projectile heavy version of forward, down, forward, which is the Dragon Punch motion heavy. You also want to be aware of when you've hit your opponent. You kind of want to hit confirm a lot with Ghost Rider. There's not much to that. You want to hit confirm off his jump S. And you want to be aware of your spacing of when you launched your opponent or where you launched them from, because Ghost Rider doesn't have the best normals when it comes to doing aerial raves or aerial combos, however you guys acknowledge them as. So what you also want to be aware of with Ghost Rider 2 is, after forward heavy, some of his special moves won't connect. Some of the casts won't get hit by it when they're crouching. They can be hit by the forward heavy, but they won't get hit by the special move after that. As you can see here, Beautiful Joe, being a short character himself, just doesn't get hit by it. So another thing you guys want to keep in mind is that Ghost Rider's crouching C would be the way to go to correct that error, that weakness that he has. Crouching C, if you do crouching C and you trip the opponent or put them in an OTG state, where every single one of Ghost Rider's special moves, except for the Hellfires, will connect in combo. So if you're looking to score some big damage and you're looking to combo your opponent, and you're really good at hit confirming, this is the way to go. You also want to always put your opponent back in a position where they have to play at your game. So in general, I'll give you guys a quick synopsis of what you could be doing with Ghost Rider. So what I would do with Ghost Rider is I would do jump S, right? And upon landing, dash in and go low. It keeps my opponent on his toes. Then next time, don't go low. Maybe I'll do forward heavy. And air grabbing. Air grabbing is #1 with Ghost Rider. They gave him great grab priority. Even though everybody's grab is 1 frame, some people have longer grab ranges than others. For those of you who play Street Fighter, you would understand that. He can also OTG off of his grab, go into Supra, or he can go into Hellfire. It depends if you want to waste a meter, but it's your choice. So the quick recap I want to do about Ghost Rider is he has long range normals, full screen combos, he does a ton of damage, he has low risk, great output, and he has some of the best zoning I've ever seen in a game. But he can be easily mauled, his limbs are sort of punishable if whiffed, and he needs an assist to be at his best. But I suggest mastering this character without an assist, and then using an assist to back up the little gaps in your gameplay. So this is our ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 FingerCramp, Ghost Rider Rehab, and it's your host, Andre Lambert. I will not be using Ghost Rider, so you guys can hold that. And thanks for watching.